Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy, and I have a tale about my chipmunk to tell. If you would like to find out what it's about, then do please stay tuned. So, I have a pet chipmunk, if you do not know. I found Munk in my cat's mouth almost 2 years ago. Next month, he'll be 2 years old. He has been domesticated. Um, 3, 4 days ago, maybe 5 days ago, he gets acting weird. Absolutely weird. And so, I was worried about that, but I didn't think much of it. Anyway, day before yesterday, let's see, I was opening the door to his cage for him to get into his ball like we have done since he was old enough to run in a hamster ball. He has been in that ball every day. So whenever I open the door, he kind of falls out a little bit. I reach over there to help him back into his cage, and he bites the fire out of me on my index finger down to the bone. So I'm shaking this hand and I'm trying to get him with this hand, and he bites me on my pinky finger. I finally just bit through it, gritted my teeth and kept a hold of him even though he was biting me, and I got him back in his cage and I locked the door. And then I was freaking out because Munk has never acted like that. Never. He has always been a calm rodent. He has never acted crazy. He's been nesting for the last 2 or 3 weeks. And what I mean by nesting is I built him a huge nest out of yarn and wood chips and paper. And he also added to it. I put it in his middle cage, and I put that big thing in there, and he digs tunnels through it. And that's where he stores his dry food. Well, he's been stocking up his nest for the last 3 weeks or so. I'm thinking that he wants to go into hibernation, but every website that I have checked says that pet chipmunks don't have to have hibernation. Um, Wild ones do. But he's domesticated, and he didn't hibernate last year or act like this last year. So I can't justify him biting me. I don't know why he did. But I watched Munk for the rest of that day, and I watched Munk for the rest of that day, and I knew that he was going star crazy somehow or another. He didn't want to he didn't want to get out and get in his ball. He wanted out, period, out of the cage. Now, we don't let Munk run around in the house. It's for his safety and ours as well. We have 2 cats. There's too many places he can get, like behind the stove, under the refrigerator. So he doesn't get to run around in the house. Plus, he'll chew up my furniture. They're like little beavers. Okay, so, my monk is a trip. So I'm deciding that I think that he needs to be let out, to get out of that cage and explore or whatever. We use up that pent up energy. So when my husband gets home, we shut the front door with the cats outside. I open the door to his cage, and he falls out, and he starts running around. He runs under the couch. He comes back out from underneath the couch with an acorn, one of those large ones that Linda sent that had wrote under the couch, and I never did get it because I forgot. I was feeding Monk one day and it rolled under there. But anyway, he come out from underneath the couch with that acorn stuffed in his jaws. He headed straight for his cage and his nest. He ran in there, ran to the middle cage, and he put that acorn in his nest. He comes back to the door and comes back out, and he runs across the floor and bites me on my big toe. Yes, I said that correctly. He ran over there and bit me on my big toe. Well, I'm trying to get him off my foot, and I did it a little bit too hard, and he flew through the air about 2 feet off of the ground, and he um, landed, and the sucker charged back at me again. So I'm dancing around like this right here with my feet going up and down, trying to keep that chipmunk away from my feet because I know he's trying to bite me again. And I finally get my fishnet, Monk stops long enough for me to get my fishnet. And I grab my fishnet because that's what I catch him with when he gets loose accidentally. I got my fishnet and I got him and I put him back in his cage. So, I couldn't believe that he bit me on my big toe. And I got to watching him and I just felt sorry for him. He had so much pent up energy. So this is what I did so he could not climb up me or hurt me. I went into the bedroom and put those $30 Walmart boots on that come up to my knees. I took my pants off that he could climb up. I had a little short shirt on and my panties with those boots, and that's all I was wearing. And I went in there and opened his cage, and sure enough, he runs right over there and he grabs the end of the boot and he starts biting, but he can't penetrate it. So he does that for a few seconds and then he goes on. He goes on and starts foraging for other acorns and stuff. So I set his bowl of acorns down on the floor. Well, he thinks he's hit the jackpot when he finds those 20 or 30 acorns. And I let him get a few, go in his nest, stock it up, get a few, go in his nest, and stock it up. When he got the last ones and he went in his cage, I shut the door and locked it. Now, we're going to start working with Monk to get him used to coming out because he won't get in his wheel and run and he won't get in his ball and run. Something happened to him 3 or 4 days ago. Only God knows what. But we're going to change our regular routine with him so that he'll be a happy critter again because Monk has always been a happy critter. He has always been happy. He's spoiled. I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. But I just had to tell y'all about that. My husband was watching me and Monk. He was about to pass out from laughing. Yes, he was. Everybody be safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see y'all in my next episode. Bye.